Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position, white to play and win, and white pawn is moving in this direction and black pawns are moving downward in this direction. So it's white to play and win, but white must find the only winning move, right? Otherwise this wouldn't be a win and you may probably lose if you don't find the only winning move because of the pawn too advanced to the square of promotion. So as always, you can pause the video and guess the move. Best of luck. Okay, welcome back. So first off, we cannot stop the pawn directly like this, right? Because black is going to push and make a queen. So obviously that is not going to be the idea. So what other options do we have? Well, if we play a king move that doesn't do anything, black is going to simply make a queen, and some of you may think the move rook to a8, thinking after black gets a queen you capture black's pawn and this is going to be bad for black, but not, this is not going to be bad because black has plenty of ways to simply get away with this, and this is going to be just a draw. So these are the couple of moves that we may probably consider trying, but all of them fail to one thing: they are all lead to in a drawn position or even losing one. So what is the move there? Well, the only winning move in this position is rook to d5. So it's a check and the king must do something. So basically in this position black has a couple of moves to try. So the first thing and the obvious thing is capturing the rook. Well, if that, we can actually play bishop to f7 check, and when the king moves away we can simply capture black's pawn and we are fine with this. We don't have an extra bishop and we don't have a pawn to win the game, so we are winning. So that is what would be the follow-up. But what if black plays the other alternative? Black has alternatives like this and this alternative. So what if black plays these four moves? Well, if black plays the move king to e6, we are going to play bishop to f7, and it doesn't matter where the king moves. On the next move we are going to play rook to f5 or rook to e5. So now if black captures our bishop we can simply play rook to f5 check, and we are going to get to the first rank and get black's pawn, and this is actually absolutely winning for white because white can actually win with only a rook, right? Let alone the other pawn that is going to be a queen. So that is the idea. And if black plays this move, it's again with the same idea. We can play rook to e5 check, and we are going to get to the first rank to just simply control the rank of promotion, and we are winning. So the last variation is of course king to f6, but now we can actually simply play rook to f5 anyway. The reason is now the king cannot capture the bishop, meaning the king has to capture the bishop, but we can actually capture black's pawn, and we are going to capture the other as well. We don't have an extra bishop. The bishop is a light color square, so we can actually capture the pawn as well if we wanted to. So it's going to be just fine and we are winning, right? So that is what would happen if black plays this move. So the other move is king to f6, the other move that black can try. So now what we are going to do is kind of strange. We are going to play king to c2, and the idea is pretty clever. The first idea is to defend our pawn, and the second idea is to simply just let the rook handle the rest, right? So that is the two main idea of the move king to c2. And now black is going to get a queen, right? So that is the idea, because simply we are going to play rook to d1, and that is going to be the end of it, because we would have the control of the first rank. So that is the idea. So black in this position must play and promote to a queen. Now here is the thing, we are going to play rook to d1, and this is the second idea, to simply defend the rook. And if you had a chance to look at that, there is nowhere to go with the queen, and that is a problem for black. But the square a2 is going to be safe, so black is going to play queen to a2. And now we are going to play rook to f1, and the idea is, after black moves, now we are going to play bishop to f7. And now look at this, the queen is completely trapped, and black's best bet is to simply capture the bishop, and we are going to capture the queen. And this is actually the way we are going to capture black's pawn and win the game. So that is what we are going to do if black moves to f6. But how about if black moves to one of these squares? Well, it's kind of similar. If black moves to e4, we are going to play rook to a5. And if black moves the king to f4, it's going to be the same thing. I mean, with the same move, it still work. So our idea is simple. We are going to capture the pawn that comes with check. So when black here, black will promote, and we are going to simply capture black's pawn, and obviously this is a win, right? So that is the idea. And if black moves to f4, we still can play this move. It's completely fine, but a much better move is rook to d4 check, and we are going to capture black's pawn and win the game. So this is actually the solution of the puzzle. For a recap, first we are going to play rook to d5 check, and wherever the king moves, it doesn't matter, we are going to win the game. So if the king moves to e6, we are going to play bishop to f7 check, and when black captures that, we are going to simply play rook to f5 check and get to the rank of promotion. And if black retreats, we don't have the same idea, we can simply get to the rank of promotion and win the game. So if black does this instead, we are going to sacrifice the rook, so we are going to capture black's pawn. And the other thing that black can try is moving the king to f6, but we don't have a way with that as well. We can simply play here this move on the next, then this, and then this, and next. So that are what we are going to do, and this is the solution of the puzzle. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.